of our graduates. And finally, the most important moment has arrived, the moment when you are officially authorized to receive your degrees. Now, for the benefit of parents and friends who are here, we are about to bestow these diplomas, and Provost Rankin will announce dozens and dozens of different diplomas that we will award today. Because first, I have to explain the meaning of these diplomas. At least I thought it might be helpful for you to know. When you were in high school, and you thought that you knew everything that there is to know, that's when you got a high school diploma. Then you came to college, and you realized how much you did not know, how much you still needed to learn. And when that realization dawned upon you, that was the moment when you earned a bachelor's degree. But if you hung around a little bit longer, and it further dawned upon you that not only do you know very little, but that your professors know very little too. That is when the university bestows upon you the PhD. After all, what is education but the progressive discovery of our own ignorance? As the poet Yeats said, education is not the filling of a pail. It is the lighting of a flame. It is igniting a passion for learning that will last for a lifetime. And if we have done our job, you will be a student forever.
As long as I don't have to pay tuition forever. As long as I don't have to pay tuition forever.
So, in a moment, I'm going to call Provost Rankin to come forward to present the candidates for the degrees. And I also thought that maybe you should know what the provost is. The provost is the chief academic officer. But I thought you may also want to know the historical origin of that term. Because only in America, only in the 20th century do we call this exalted position a provost. So I did some research last night, and I just want to share with you what I discovered on Google. The term provost in the English language was first used back in 1600 by William Shakespeare. And in his play, Measure for Measure, there's a character called the provost. I can assure you, back in the time of Shakespeare, the provost was not the chief academic officer. The provost was the chief guardian of the prison. So how did the chief guardian of the prison become the chief academic officer? That I leave for another day. Provost Rankin, would you please step forward?
Prisoners? Mr. President, in accordance with the recommendations of the faculties of the schools and colleges and in recognition of the successful completion of all degree requirements, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Landscape Architecture, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Music Education, Bachelor of Science, Master of Applied Anthropology, Master of Architecture, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Chemical and Life Sciences, Master of Community Planning, Master of Education, Master of Engineering, Master of Engineering and Public Policy, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Health Administration, Master of Historic Preservation, Master of Information Management, Master of Journalism, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Library Science, Master of Music, Master of Professional Studies, Master of Public Health, Master of Public Management, Master of Public Policy, Master of Real Estate Development, Master of Science, Doctor of Audiology, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Musical Arts, and Doctor of Philosophy, as appropriate in each case. Will all candidates for degrees please stand?
Recommendations of the authority granted by the State of Maryland to the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, and by the authority that the Board has delegated to me, I am pleased to confer upon you, the candidates, the degrees as appropriate in each case. Please join me in another round of applause for today's graduates. I would now like to ask all the graduating seniors on the platform to come to the podium and lead our graduates in the long-standing tradition that recognizes the receipt of your degrees.
We don't know what to say.
Okay, on the count of three, remove your tassels.
1, 2, 3.
You may be seated. Now, to all the family members, friends, and relatives of the graduates who are here today, how many of you are graduates or attended the University of Maryland? Would you stand up, please? Stand up. Wow, I would say the governor thinks 20 to 25%. So what do we do about the other 80 to 75%? Well, as president, and by the authority vested in me, I would like to confer upon all you others today the title of honorary term.